All right, welcome to part 13 of Painting a Storm Giant. And I'm going to go ahead, and I said in the last video I was going to bring up some of these metal colors. So I'm going to use these metallic colors from Vallejo. They're airbrush acrylic colors, but you know, I think I can put them on with the brush, and I'll be all right for this time. So this is aluminum, and I'm going to go ahead and use my number one brush here, my golden maple, and I'm gonna start painting his sword, I believe, in this just a little more here. Okay. All right. I also need to get his chainmail, so for that we're going to go with a little dark aluminum, and I'm going to try putting that in another spot. And yeah. Just going to go for it here. So yeah, this storm giant here is they're at the top of the ordning, and I guess that's why they're dressed like John Cleese from Life of Brian, Monty Python's Life of Brian, because they're like, you know, they're like the Roman soldiers, you know, they're like the ones telling everybody what to do, making the laws, crucifying the criminals. Yeah, so, and that was what I saw, you know, when I looked at this miniature, this giant miniature, was just that Roman, you know, kind of a gladiator, a Roman soldier. So to me, the idea of the motif that Russell Crowe was wearing in Gladiator was what I saw almost immediately. And when I first looked at it, I don't know, I thought that these could be blue, or more blue, and they looked blue in the picture that I was looking at, I think, at first. But upon closer inspection, I see they are not as blue as I thought. So I've had to kind of do a little back step and go back and repaint some of these pieces Rhinox hide, which just it's a Warhammer paint, one of their Citadel's collection of Warhammer paints, but it makes a very nice, very convincing red leather. It can be applied to a wide variety of applications for miniature painting. Okay. Well, so I think at this point I'm going to paint the handle. I base coated it with a little of the brassy brass, I believe. This is what I was using. Or the bright bronze. Well, I think we'll do brass and then bronze. Brass is just slightly darker than the bronze in the Vallejo game line. So I'm going to use the Vallejo game line's brassy brass on the hilt of the sword. And we'll see how that looks. Just gonna squeeze a little out on my wet palette here. Dip in my #1 golden maple paintbrush. And yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna get the hilt on the sword here. With this first, and then we'll go into bronze. I think we'll use the bronze. Just like we did on the other pieces. Sometimes you just gotta angle your way around here and find a way through. Yeah, there we go. So I always play, at least in most of my games, a paladin. I feel like my paladin is kind of my go-to class, but like I said, I think I had a chance. I think I said I had a chance to play a wizard at the last game. It was sort of a pickup game that I got in, and that was fun. But I also have played a barbarian, to a smaller extent, a barbarian turtle, which is a lot of fun. I feel like turtles have a good armor class with the natural armor class with their shell, and so that with mitigated damage during a rage, because barbarians can they go into a rage and they take half damage from almost way out of camera here. They take half damage from almost everything, or a lot of things, a lot of physical attacks. So yeah, playing a barbarian's been kind of fun. Never played a sorcerer. Never played never played a monk. I've played a rogue. I just loved the damage that a rogue could do. What? That was just amazing. It was just like fantastic amounts of damage. What I'm gonna do next is sort of paint this this decorative piece. on the helmet. We have ways of decorating your helmet. And I'm going to decorate that. I'm just using that same brass I was using just a second ago. Let's just come in and paint this, and then I've been thinking about the, oh boy, that's, yeah, these metallics are a lot more difficult sometimes to kind of clean up after you make a mistake, but no fear, I can just go back in with some more Rhinoxide. I hate having to do it, but yeah, there's really no way I'm gonna be able to clean it up. I know oh my gosh, I'm just painting ridiculously large amounts of paint on here at the moment, which is just obscene. So I apologize if I'm offending anybody. Okay. All right. I'm also gonna go along here. Just I try to turn the brush until I get the angle that I want. I'm just trying my best to deliver that paint without getting it down into the folds of his beard, or because like I said, it's really hard to clean up, and my plans for his beard is that I'm going to use the contrast paint line from Citadel. To leave his hair gray, but just sort of add in the that touch of blue. Okay. All right. Just get this last little part right here. It's so hard to talk and do delicate lines at the same time, I feel like. So, yeah, I realize that it sometimes makes for some silent moments, but you see what I'm doing here. Okay. Now for these little, I don't know what these are, rivets or something? I don't know. Now for the rivets. Like I said, I know I'm painting with an obscene amount of paint, way, way, way out of the lines. And I apologize if that's just hard for you to watch. It's hard for me to watch, and I'm painting it. But I'll go back in and touch it up. And that being said, I think sometimes it's okay to have a little more on on these things and then go back and kind of rebalance it a little bit with the overlay color. It's just kind of a game of back and forth. And yeah, I know it doesn't get things done quick. But it gets things done. Eventually. Okay. A lot more to go here, but I'm gonna get these ones on the sides of his shoes. Whatever these shoes are held together with. Bronze rivets. Seems like a good choice. Sturdy choice. And I kind of got the sword out of the little place that it was in, but I'm glad that I did, because it actually can fit right back in. There's a hole there. And I'm fairly certain with like a little dab of super glue that it is not going to be a problem. Okay. Oh boy. And now to get a little bit more of the, I'll try to go up to aluminum here. All my colors mixed together to gray. Okay, but I'm going to go now to aluminum. And I'm going to look for the higher points. Oops. Look for some of the higher points here on the old chainmail. Oh boy. Without even intending to do so, I filled in a lot of the parts that I really didn't intend to. It just went very quickly. And I'm just going to continue to work my way around here. And just kind of keep working my way through the higher points. I'm really just trying to kind of get these raised rings. And leave the recessed a little darker, maybe, if possible.